Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to NHL 18 franchise mode with your Quebec Nordiques. Yes, we are back here again to carry on our 2019-2020 NHL regular season. We are exactly halfway through the Quebec Nordiques' third season back in the National Hockey League, and we are currently going 26 wins, 9 losses, and 6 overtime or shootout losses, which is good enough for second in our division, 1 point behind the Winnipeg Jets, and second overall in the entire National Hockey League. The big signing of our off-season, Erik Karlsson, has missed a few games, but he's a point per game in those games that he has played. So he's having a fantastic season with us. We've been a bit up and down as the season's gone on. We've been a bit streaky. However, we have won 3 out of the last 4 games that we've played. And we've got to play the end of the season in this episode, but I kind of think we just need to go to the trade deadline and see where this team's at. These are usually sort of the shorter episodes every season. But let's first do some arena stuff. I just think the Quebec Nordiques are having a very good season. There isn't a huge amount of stuff that we necessarily need to do. We'll upgrade that, why not? Club seats, we'll leave for now. Parking lot, we'll repair that. Parking lot, we'll repair that. We want to save some money for the club seats to upgrade them at the end of the season, because we didn't leave enough money last time. And that came back to bite us in the ass. So, bathrooms, you can be upgraded as well. So that should be everything. Team store. Yeah, we'll repair you as well, because the club seats will cost a certain amount of money, but we've got just under $1 million to upgrade the club seats. So hopefully that should work. So, we have about a month and a half to play before the trade deadline. It's the 1st of March 2020 is when the trade deadline is. I kind of just want to see where this team's at, really. This team's been playing relatively well as a unit. And we start with a 5-2 win against Pittsburgh, so we're off to a good start. Against Dallas, a 5-4 win. Against Vegas, a 2-0 loss, so we get beaten by the other expansion team. Okay. Against the LA Kings. Oh, Andrei Burakovsky has been injured with a sore knee. Okay, well, he's coming back towards the end of this month, so that's not too bad. He might miss a couple of games. Lias Anderson's up at a 79 overall. He's got 12 points on the season. Good man, good man. Scratch Colton Sissons. He's kind of been our 13th forward here. Oh, 3-on-3. I hate it when it has to do all the extra stuff. It's like, I don't care. Reinhardt, Ritchie, Erik Karlsson isn't here at the moment. Brodin's probably already doing it. Slater Kokoek, there you go. He's on 2 lines now, but there you go. So a 3-0 loss against the Kings, a 5-3 win against the Stars. Erik Karlsson's back, so let's go best lines, because that will sort out all of our special units as well, hopefully. And then that will get this moving. So Lias Anderson, you are playing there instead of Colton Sissons. Got yourself another assist in the game, fair play. Brodin, Karlsson, Ekholm, Shattenkirk, Kokoek, Vatanen. Yep, so good. We've got the big man Erik Karlsson back. Oh, hello. So the Edmonton Oilers want to offer us Justin Abdelkader, a 4th round pick, and I assume that's Austin Watson, for Dubielsvich, who I signed as a free agent, and our 3rd round pick of the draft. Let's take a look at... I don't really want Abdelkader. He's far too much money for the player that he is. He's 82 overall. Nah, I'm alright. Austin Watson, what's he like? 78 at 28, he's a 4th line forward. I mean, I'd be happy to trade this Duba thingy guy for Austin Watson, but he actually takes up... No, he doesn't take up the majority of the trade. So if we get rid of these ones, we actually win that trade. So if we take a draft pick from them as well, say they're 4th. So Dubielsvich for Austin Watson and a 4th round pick. Will that go through? Yes, it will. Okay, thank you very much. So Austin Watson has joined the team. Fair play. He's with the Quebec Nordiques. He's a backup guy for us. He could be the 14th forward. We had a shootout loss there, and we've got some meetings to have with some players. Hello, Austin Watson. Glad to join the team. I think we've got a fair deal in this trade, so welcome. Well, he's obviously reunited with Colton Sissons as well, former Nashville Predators teammates. Andrei Burakovsky is back in the next game, so that's good. Let's just go... Best lines... Oh, nope, that's scratch player. Don't want to do that. Don't want to scratch Nick Ritchie. He's been one of our best players this year. So instead of Sissons, let's chuck in Lias Anderson. So that works for us. That all works for us. And goaltenders... How's Korpisalo actually played this year? 12 wins out of 24. Mason's been 17 wins out of 25. So they've basically shared the crease, which is nice. So we're almost at 30 wins this season. Game against Washington, a shootout loss, where at least we're picking up these extra points instead of having regulation losses. Korpisalo's got an injured hand. Instead of bringing up Verolainen, let's bring up a really bad goalie. Let's bring up Datsu, because he's the one that's not playing down in the minors. So if we play Mason, goalies. So Mason plays first as starter. Yeah, that seems to make the most sense to me, because we can send Datsuk back down. So a 2-1 loss against the Blackhawks, a 5-1 loss against the Habs. Brodin's been injured, but he'll be back in a few days, hopefully. So not looking the best going into the trade deadline. Not looking at as the strongest team possible. So Adam McQuaid is getting some playing time. Just best lines. I really don't care anymore. 3-on-3, blah, 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 blah. Piss off. That's all I have to say about that. Right, so we scouted forwards in La Liga. No, in the SHL, sorry. We'll go in the La Liga for 2 weeks, and then we'll do Russia. Against Tampa, a 6-4 win. Good, we need some more wins. Abdelkader and Cassian, no Oilers. A 9-3 loss against the Islanders. That's probably because our other goaltender was playing. Hello, Datsuk. What's up, bud? Thanks for the opportunity. I mean, you're not going to stay up here. So, good luck. Brock Nelson, nope. Against Philly. Come on, let's get a win here. 2-1 loss. Oh, we're having so many games where it's really close losses now. Jonas Brodin is back, so that's good. And once again, Elias Anderson isn't getting the chance to play over a 77 rated guy. He's 79 overall. Give him a chance to play, game. No, you're Colton Sissons. I don't want Colton Sissons. I want Elias Anderson. He's got more points this year. He gets the chance to play. Yep, that's all fine to me. And goaltenders, yep, that makes sense. Okay, against San Jose. Burakovsky's injured again. Just replace the player. I've had enough. Right, against San Jose. I assume we're going to lose. It's taken a while to figure out what it wants. We've got 30 wins on the season, so that's good. Take a shootout loss. Oh my goodness. No, I do not want all of those depth players. Against Arizona. We take a win, please, Arizona. There you go. Good, a 3-1 win. Matt Bolesky. Nope. If I'm making any trades, they're coming at the deadline. David Backus. Wow, he's got 1 year left on a $6 million deal. Andrei Burakovsky's back. Let's edit the lines manually. We'll go best lines from here and then sort it out after that. Best lines. Colton Sissons, you're definitely not playing. Get off. Who else is scratched then? Connor Brown. Right, okay. Well, I kind of want Connor Brown to play, but Austin Watson makes more sense on the 4th line. Although we're not actually winning games with this setup, so maybe I'm wrong. Zach Cassian, no. Against Edmonton, a 5-0 loss. Can we get some more wins here, boys? Like, we need to have a better winning streak. Korpisalo's gone down, and we've forgotten how to win games. 3 weeks in Russia would be good for us. A 3-0 win against the Rangers. Good. 2-1 loss against Detroit. Now Ryan Spooner's been injured. Great, let's just go best lines. 4-1 loss against Vancouver. Wow, this has been a really poor set of games for us. Ryan Spooner's back. Good. Russell's injured. Oh, my word. Against Minnesota. Good. We've got 2 straight wins here. Oh, my word. We have not had a very good month here. Yuri Talusti. Nope. 2-0 win. Good. Can we get Korpisalo back? He should be back now. Colin Wilson. Nope. Against Columbus. We take a win, please. We have 4 straight wins. A win, so we have 4 straight wins. A win, so we have 4 straight wins. That would be great. That would be great. Come on, game. You know you want to. Give us a win here, because then we'll be about 500 in the month of February, which is fine for us, because then we can have a post-deadline push. Come on. Just make your decision, game. Is it going to be a win or isn't it? Just let us win, game, please. The fan happiness seems to still be 100. I'm not sure that's the case. But they seem to be pretty happy with what's going on. We've got 2 shutouts in 2 weeks. Look, come on, game. It's something to do with Laval, I'm expecting. Wow, we've got relatively similar records with our AHL team as well. That's interesting. We're 35-18-9. They're 35-19-8. So they're having a great year as well. Shootout win. Thank you. Oh! Hello, Nino Niederreiter. 2 first-round picks for Nino Niederreiter. He's 85 overall. Well, I've already got Sam Reinhart, so no. Okay, so we're at the trade deadline now. We're 36-18-9. So the month of February wasn't very kind to us, but we are still 1 point away from first place. The Chicago Blackhawks have jumped up there. They have not lost a single game in overtime or a shootout. Wow. So 81 points. We're tied with Vancouver, Washington. Washington and Buffalo are the top teams now in the league. Erik Karlsson, 48 points on the season for him. He's going to be a 50-point guy, maybe a 60-point guy at the end of the season. Richie, he's going to be a 20-goal scorer, which is great. How many points did he have last year? I just want to compare with last year's stats. Well, he had 46 points last year. And he was a 25-goal scorer last year, so hopefully he can keep that going. Reinhardt, 35 points. Not exactly what we wanted, but he'll be a 50-point scorer maybe. Shattenkirk, 33 points. We're basically the New York Rangers. We don't have a guy that scores over a point per game. We don't have a superstar, but the team gets it done. Except for this year, obviously. So, we've now got to decide what we want to do with this team. We are a playoff team at the moment. All we need is a bit of a string of bad luck, and we're not. Like, we're not guaranteed a spot at the moment, which is a pain. I'm just trying to think of who we'd want to trade. Centres, we can't really trade anybody. They're all locked up. Like, we'd be at a massive... We need to see if there's any centres up for offer, though. David Backes was a guy that was being looked at. But he's only 79 to 35, so he wouldn't be any better for us. Nino Niederreiter. The Arizona Coyotes picked him up. Dylan Strome would be an awesome pickup. And he's getting $5 million for the next 3 years. $5.5 million. That would be a good pickup for us. He's upset, so if he came to us, he might be an 87 or an 88. However, I don't really have the assets to be able to trade for him. I'm just trying to think of who else. Zetterberg. How is he actually playing this year? He's an 84, so now I'm not interested. They've got Connor McJesus. Draisaitl. The Nuge would be good, but I don't think we'll be able to get him. What about you guys? Barkov, 91 at 24. Jesus. Alexander Barkov, he's having a good time. Anze Kopitar, he's a little bit old for me. Volchenkov. The Minnesota Wild. Granlund. They have Charlie Coyle as well. Miku Koivu. Nah, I'm not really feeling any of these players, if I'm honest. There's nobody jumping out at me at the moment. Galchenyuk. Derek Stepan's made his way to the Montreal Canadiens. I don't know how that worked. Ryan Johansson, 87 at 27. Travis Zajac. Wow, their defensive course, or their centre course sucks. It's even worse than ours. John Tavares would be awesome. Matthew Barzal would be great, but it's not going to happen. The Rangers, they have Mika Zibanejad. He's injured at the moment, but that would be a good pickup. Too much trade value for us, though. The Ottawa Senators, Backlund, no. Are there any free agents we can sign? We might have left it a little bit too late, but free agents might be an option here. Yeah, we might have left it a little bit too late, but nah, not really. Jared Cowan. Any interesting ones here? 79-25. Nah. No, I don't really think there's anything we should do. I don't want to give up a huge amount because we've got 2 first-round picks. I mean, Chicago's up at the top of our group now, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. They've probably done really well with Brian Little on their lineup now. It's worked for both teams in general, so let's go to the end of the season. I don't really think of what else we can do, if I'm honest. So against the St. Louis Blues, we take a 2-0 win. That's a good start after the trade deadline. A 3-2 win against Nashville. I'm liking this. Team, prove to me that this was the right choice, and you're doing it so far. Against Florida, take a 4-0 win. 3 straight wins, 2 shutouts in 3 games. That's what I like to see, gents. You actually step up. Right, 2 weeks for defenseman here. Against Ottawa, shootout win, 4 straight wins since the trade deadline. Against Winnipeg, 5 straight wins. 6 straight wins since the trade deadline. 7 straight wins since the trade deadline. Come on, let's beat Colorado. Let's make it 8. Let's make it 8. Andre Burakovsky's got a concussion. Damn it. That's going to be a real pain in the arse. Dadonov, you come in. Watson, you stay on the 7th. Oh, stop getting rid of Elias Anderson. He's played really well. I mean, he's played... You're Colton Sissons. I don't want to look at you. Elias Anderson. So he's got almost 20 points this season, which is good for a rookie. So scratch players. Matt Nieto. Don't know why you're not playing. Swap there. Perfect. Right, good. 8 straight wins since the deadline. This is what we want to see, and Korpisalo's back. Beautiful. Oh, this is great. Goalies. Datsuk, how did you do? He had 5 wins in 6 games. I will give him that. Alexander Datsuk, you played solidly. I was expecting... I mean, that 9 goal... The game that he allowed, like, 9 goals was pretty awful. But 5 wins in 6 games. Like, fair play, Datsuk. You did a good job there, son. I will definitely take a look at you next season. I'm impressed with that, actually. I'm really impressed with that. That's impressed me no end. Oh, Peterstrom's up at a 61. Green's up at a 66. Keep growing, gents. Keep growing. So, we're 8 straight wins since the... Oh, you're kidding me, Corpusalo. Seriously? I bring you back for 1 game, and you get yourself... You break your hand. Oh, my word. Right. Goaltenders, Datsuk. Luck's on your side here, bud. Cannot believe that, for the life of me. He comes back for 1 game and breaks his arm. Mason's had 27 wins in 45 games. That's not too bad. He's going to probably have a 30-win season. Datsuk's played relatively well for us. Okay, first loss since the trade deadline. Second loss since the trade deadline. Okay, so now we're starting to pile up some of these losses. We scouted there twice. Let's scout defensemen for 3 weeks in the O, because there's slightly more of them. Okay, we've got 2 games at home. Good, a win, and then we need to win against Vegas. Oh, Sami Vatanen will be back for the playoffs, though. If we're going to get any injuries, let's get them before the playoffs. Get all the injuries out of the way before the playoffs, and then we're fine. You know? Sort that out perfectly. Okay. Oh, fucking hell. Shootout. Great. Yeah, Carlson in there. Chuck in Ryan Spooner. Yeah, go for it. There you go. Against Vegas, we take a 6-1 win. Good, we bounce back from those 2 losses to get 2 wins. Shootout win against LA. Shootout win against Calgary. We are getting some of these clutch victories as well. I like that. Like, these 1-goal games we're starting to win. And we need to, especially if we're going to the postseason. I mean, we are going to the postseason by the looks of it. We're going to hit 50 wins this season, most likely. Against New Jersey, we take a 4-0 win. Against Washington, we haven't been very good against Washington this year. Oh, April 15th. That's gonna... Sami Vatanen's gonna miss a few games of the playoffs by the looks of it. But we've got McQuaid that can jump in and play bottom 6 minutes, so that's fine. That's fine. Okay, against Washington, we take a win. Brilliant. First in the conference. A loss against Chicago, which is a shame. A loss against Montreal. Don't go... Good. We finish. We're going into the playoffs having won 4 of our last 6 games. Good. 51 wins on the season for the Quebec Nordiques. 51, 21, and 10. 112 points. And I think we're tied with Washington for the best in the league. Have we taken first place? Oh, please say we took the President's Trophy. Please say we took the President's Trophy. Come on. I think the Washington Capitals just took it. They had more regulation and overtime wins, so we were tied for the President's Trophy with the Washington Capitals. The only good thing I can say about that is the team that wins the President's Trophy doesn't usually win the playoffs. So I'm actually quite happy about that. So 68 points in 73 games for Mr. Erik Karlsson this season. Good man. Well played. Shattenkirk, another 50-point season for him. His last 3 years with us have been very good. He's had 51, 55, and 62. Yeah, he's slightly dropped more and more, but he's been relatively consistent. Richie, 23 goal scorer. Good. Didn't score as many goals as last year, but pretty much same points. Almost 30 assist season for Mr. Reinhardt. Max Domi, 42 points in 82 games. That's got to be a drop from last year, right? Yeah, he had 64 points last year, but he's always shone for us in the playoffs. So we'll let the playoffs do the talking. Spooner, he's injured at the moment. Apparently he was a point every other game. Filppula, only 38 points on the season, so he kind of dropped. Almost a 30-point year for Elias Anderson in 51 games. He was over a point every other game, so fair play to him. Okay, so we finished first in our conference, tied first as well in the league. That's a pretty good effort for us, I think. Right, let's see what happens. The regular season's ended. AHL regular season's ended. Did our AHL team make the playoffs? Right, so we're against the LA Kings to start. So we've got the Habs against the Lightning. We've got the Sabres against the Senators, the Capitals against the Hurricanes, and of course, like this year, the Penguins against the Flyers. Then it's the Canucks against the Golden Knights. They've made it to the playoffs. The Flames against the Sharks, us against the Kings, and the Blackhawks against the Jets. Oh no! Why did I press Advanced Day? Oh, I'm so stupid. Why did I press that? We won our first game of the playoffs, though. Brilliant. I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that. I meant to press whole team meeting. Okay, so we're actually already played the first game of the playoffs. I did not mean to do that. Oh, for goodness sake, Odd Man Rush, you are an idiot. Oh, of course, it can only happen to me, couldn't it, folks? Right, let's go edit lines. Let's make sure we edit lines. We'll get our lines set up, and the next episode, we will do the actual playoffs. Oh my god, Odd Man Rush, what are you playing at, son? Right, Elias Anderson's loving it at the moment, so he gets to play. Defense, pretty much all of our defensive core is back. We're still missing Korpisalo, though. Datsuk, how did he do in his career? 10 wins in 12 games, a save percentage of .931. That's good going for Alexander Datsuk. He's got to grow massively in the off-season if he did that. It's been a good story for us. 10 wins on the season for Alexander Datsuk. Right, so, at the end of this episode, we have actually won our first game of the playoffs, accidentally. I like it when you accidentally win games, but we did it, so brilliant. Connor Brown had a fantastic game, 2 goals and an assist to make it 3 points. So yes, I will end this episode here, ladies and gentlemen. Next episode, we will now continue the 2020 NHL playoffs against the LA Kings. And hopefully, we'll get at least a conference final. I'd love a Stanley Cup win, of course, you know I would. But I think a conference finals is definitely in the cards for the Quebec Nordiques. So yes, I'm going to end this episode here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, or watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.